What's going on, guys? Steven the Fish here, and today we are going to finish up the top 100. Yes, I know, we have 40 cards left. Who will be number one? You guys will find out. Coming in at number 40 is Torrey Holt. And this guy, he balled out for the Rams. When him, Isaac Bruce, all those guys just did some work. He is successful. He did get a Super Bowl. Not many touchdowns in his career. Torrey Holt is number 40. Sell out. Hit the like button down below. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be uploading new content. But the reason why I'm doing one video is I will be gone for 2 weeks. So, unfortunately, yeah. And it's going to be hard for me. And then be sure to get a look at my Instagram for stuff as well. So, continuing on with the countdown at number 39, Tamba Hali, Kansas City Chief. Superstar on defense. One thing I have to say. He is great. 22 forced fumbles, 4 fumble recoveries. He's big. Big boy. 6'3", 275. And he's got some quickness in him. Tamba Hali comes in at 39 because of these stats. Coming in at number 38, you will be surprised with this pick. It's Antonio Brown. He's still early in his years a little bit, and he is one of the best receivers in the league today. He can catch, he can run, he can kick people, he can juke punters out, little kick punters. He's a great punt returner / kick returner. That was his first touchdown on a kick return against Tennessee. Just watch out for the future, because Antonio Brown is there. And he has to step up for Pittsburgh if he does win a Super Bowl. And when he gets a Super Bowl, then we will rank him higher. At number 38 is Antonio Brown. Coming in at number 37, another surprise. Got Megatron, Calvin Johnson. CJ Jr. Calvin Johnson struggled with... He was a great player, just on a bad team. He was their franchise. Him and Stafford were such a good connection. They did go to the playoffs, yes. But not successful. And he retires as one of the greatest people who can get over people of all time. Calvin Johnson. And he still holds the record for most receiving yards in a season. Calvin Johnson comes in at number 37. Number 36, Hines Ward, Mr. Future Hall of Famer. 2 Super Bowl rings. And most definitely, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Super Bowl rings, Ward, Super Bowl MVP.
He does have a Super Bowl MVP, like Timmy mentioned. And he's tough. He makes blocks on defense. He lights people up. And he's just a fantastic player. Like, it's hard for people to even stop him. Hines Ward comes in at number 36. At number 35, we have Von Miller. Now, the reason why I ranked Miller over Antonio Brown, Hines Ward, he is a sacking leader, 1. 2, he's got a Super Bowl MVP. And he is a successful player with the Broncos. Super Bowl. And he's number 2 on the top 100 right now. Next to, and number 1 was Tom Brady. But Miller is a dangerous player. He is a defensive player of the year. He is a Super Bowl MVP, like I just mentioned. And he plays with the best defense there was that season. They just ate up in 2015. They carved up Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Big Ben Roethlisberger, and Von Miller will come in at 35. At number 34, we have Julio Jones. Now, Jones is a definite player to be in this. Reason why I ranked him higher than Antonio Brown, the catches that he makes is incredible. I mean, he's not a punt returner. He is incredible. The way that he plays this game. Coming in at number 34. And, I mean, they're collapsing the Super Bowl. He just makes outstanding catches. Like, he jumps up 20 feet in the air just to make the catch. It's incredible what he does. And he's fast. He did go to Alabama, so he did get some help from Nick Saban. Julio Jones, the best receiver right now, and he comes in at number 34 on this list. Coming in at number 33, we have Teddy Bruschi. Now, Teddy Bruschi, he is an ESPN analyst now. Three-time Super Bowl champion. And just look out. Played for the dangerous Patriots team. With that defense. With Rodney Harrison. Asante Samuel, like I mentioned earlier in the top 100. And this guy was just outstanding. Coming in at number 33, Teddy Bruschi. Coming in at number 32, Reggie Wayne. Now, Manning, this is his second most touchdown passes to Reggie Wayne. Number 1, which will be mentioned later on. Sorry about that, but Reggie Wayne can absolutely ball players. He's just dominant at what he did with Peyton Manning and the other person that I will be mentioning later on in the video. Reggie Wayne comes in at number 32. Coming in at 31, Justin Tuck. Reason why I ranked him this high, he does have 2 Super Bowl rings, and his stats are just incredible. 1 interception, 18 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries. But the success that the Giants had, him and another person which also will be mentioned later on in the video. Justin Tuck comes in at number 31. Coming in at 30, DeMarcus Ware. Unfortunately, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he has over 100 sacks in his career. Just unbelievable player. And he's dominant. Dominant. And if he just had a good team, hold on a minute. I'm saying stuff wrong. He did win a Super Bowl. He won with the Broncos. And he's still playing well out there. DeMarcus Ware comes in at 30. 29. Isaac Bruce. Now, he was on that Rams team that did win a Super Bowl. Bruce, is 84 touchdowns and 14,000 receiving yards. Averages 15 yards per catch. And Isaac Bruce, just dominant with the Rams. He was incredible with Kurt Warner, which he'll be mentioned later on as well. Coming in at number 29, Isaac Bruce. Coming in at number 28, you got Brian Urlacher. This guy will also be a future Hall of Famer. Wasn't successful, but he did make a Super Bowl with the Bears. He spent his entire career with Chicago. And 17 interceptions, 8 forced fumbles, 37.5 sacks, 271 yards on each of those. That's incredible from a big man like Urlacher. He's just so physical. Brian Urlacher comes in at number 28. 27. Surpriser? Not really. Adrian Peterson. Did get hurt this season with a torn meniscus. But he is second all-time in rushing yards in a single season. Finished 8 yards behind Eric Dickerson. Adrian Peterson was an MVP. He's an NFL MVP. Still no Super Bowl rings. But watch out for him next season as he plays on the Saints. Adrian Peterson, number 27. Coming in at number 26, you have Brian Dawkins. Now this guy is a swarm to the ball. And he, with his 36 picks, that's more than that because that's just his card right now. But Dawkins is a player. He's great. And it's hard for him. It's hard for offenses to actually throw the ball his way because he'll pick it off every time. Brian Dawkins, number 26. We have your top 25 right here. Coming in at number 25 is Jamal Lewis. Won Super Bowl ring with the Baltimore Ravens. And he was one of the top running backs in the 2000 through 2005 span. Dominant. He did win an MVP. It's just an excellent, excellent running back. Jamal Lewis, 25. 24. You got Rondé Barber. Not Tiki Barber. Not Marion Barber. Rondé Barber. Number 24 on this list. For Tampa. 43 interceptions. 913 tackles. 126 passes deflected. 763 yards in returns. Rondé Barber was successful when the Bucs won the Super Bowl in 2002 for John Gruden. And Rondé Barber will come in at 24. Coming in at number 23, Marvin Harrison. Now this is Peyton Manning's top target. And wherever Manning threw the ball, he'd go up and get it. This is his most touchdown targets. Manning to Harrison is the highest quarterback-receiver combo in NFL history. Marvin Harrison is going to be a Hall of Famer, definitely, even though he was voted out this year. I'm pretty sure he'll make it in the next couple of years. Marvin Harrison comes in at 23. Coming in at 22, you have Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers, man. The reason why I ranked him as high is his stats. 81 sacks. That's way more than that, though. 6 interceptions. Returned for 177 yards combined. 30 forced fumbles, 7 forced fumble recoveries, and 3 touchdowns. Julius Peppers will indeed come in at 22. Number 21. You got Antonio Gates. Now, this is the highest Charger on the list, and he is phenomenal. Over 100 receiving touchdowns. Past Tony Gonzalez. The reason why he's ranked below him is because of his injuries. He got injured often. And he's going to be a Hall of Famer. We know that. Antonio Gates comes in at 21. Your top 20 are right here. Coming in at number 20, you have Big Ben Roethlisberger. 2 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl appearances. And this guy is just the greatest quarterback that is just big of all time. There wasn't really any other big quarterbacks. And nobody can take him down. That's what's hard. If Ben could get one more ring, I think I can rank him much higher on this list. And then he'll get his 3rd Super Bowl ring. Ben Roethlisberger at number 20 with Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, and he's had some excellent seasons. Ben Roethlisberger comes in at 20. Coming in at number 19, you got TG, Tony Gonzalez. Now, he's just a little bit stronger than Gates. One reason why he's ranked higher than him. According to here, it's 95 touchdowns. He has over that limit. But Tony Gonzalez would just ball every time when he's on the field. He's analyst on CBS. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Tony Gonzalez, number 19. Number 18. O.C. Umenyiora. And Umenyiora ranks a little bit higher than some of those guys. 75 sacks. 32 forced fumbles, 13 fumble recoveries, and 3 touchdowns. That's just impressive. And he was on the Giants. He won 2 Super Bowls. And just a great, great, great player. And O.C. Umenyiora comes in at number 18. Number 17. Warren Sapp. He is in the Hall of Fame. He did get voted in. And these highlights don't mean anything. He's got a Super Bowl ring. Over 70 sacks. That just doesn't say anything really good. Because that card was back in 2000. And he won a Super Bowl. And he's just excellent. He's big and he's excellent, even though he did get in trouble with the officials. But other than that, he is a Hall of Famer. And he has a Super Bowl ring. Coming in at number 17, Warren Sapp. Coming in at number 16 is Dwight Freeney. Now, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Pretty sure. Freeney, with 94 sacks, that's way more than that now. 14 passes deflected. 41 forced fumbles. Who even does that? That's so good. Does have a Super Bowl ring. He had it in 06. He did actually go to another one when they lost to the Saints in 2010 in Super Bowl 44. But Freeney is he's going to be in the Hall of Fame no matter what. And he comes in at number 16. Top 15. At number 15, this could surprise you here. We have Ed Reed. Now, Ed Reed is just a ball hawk, and you don't want to throw it his way, ever. 27 interceptions. That's way more than that now, because that card was in 06. And you don't want to be throwing it his way. He will touch the ball and score. He's got sacks, and he does work for it. And that's why he should be in the Hall of Fame. Ed Reed comes in at number 15. Coming in at number 14, we got Charles.
You want some ice cream?
I'm good, thank you. Coming in at number 14, we got Charles Woodson. Sorry about that. Charles Woodson. Sorry about that. Let's keep on going. Charles Woodson comes in at number 14. He's a hard hitter. He has a Super Bowl ring. And then he came back to play for the Raiders for his last season. Going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. Just ball hawk. Just like Ed Reed. Dominant. Charles Woodson, 14. Coming in at number 13, we have John Abraham. Now, the reason why he's ranked this low, he would be ranked in the top 10. He got troubles. And a coach had to take him out. And he got in some trouble. John Abraham, just look at this. 36 forced fumbles, 112 sacks. That is crazy. That's more than crazy. That's impressive. from John Abraham. And he comes in at number 13 on this list. And if he doesn't get in any more trouble, he will be in the Hall of Fame. Number 12, Kurt Warner. 1 Super Bowl ring. One of the great quarterbacks that I have on this list, because there's like 5 more up ahead of him. And Warner, what can I say? The greatest show on turf was led by that quarterback, Kurt Warner, on the Rams. But then he brought it to Arizona. Took him to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, lost to Pittsburgh. Kurt Warner is getting in the Hall of Fame. This year, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. And he comes in at number 12 on this list. At number 11, we have the highest ranked safety, Troy Polamalu. Now, TP, the reason why he's ranked higher than Ed Reed, it's no question. He lunges for one-handed interceptions. It's incredible what he does. He sacks quarterbacks like crazy. 10 sacks, 30 interceptions, 8 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, 4 touchdowns, 1 in the AFC Championship game. He had a crazy interception against San Diego and another one against Tennessee. Troy Polamalu was in his prime, but then got hurt. And he comes in at number 11. He will definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Your top 10 right here, right now. Number 10, LaDainian Tomlinson. Sorry, that Antonio Gates is not your highest ranked Charger. LT is. LaDainian Tomlinson will be in the Hall of Fame this year, along with Kurt Warner. And LT is just a beast of what he does. 126, and that's not even counting. There's way more than 126. He was on the Chargers, then he played for the Jets. Tomlinson, no Super Bowl wins, unfortunately, but just an absolute great running back. And that's why he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And he comes in at number 10 on this list. We're down to single digits. Number 9. Cool Breeze. Drew Brees comes in at number 9. 1 Super Bowl ring. Future Hall of Famer. Dominant at what he does on that arm. And it took him a while, but he put that work in. 281 touchdowns. Passing in his career. 8 touchdowns rushing. Your 2011 Offensive Player of the Year. And he is, when you throw it to him, he'll get hot right away. Cool Breeze. Drew comes in at number 9. Just an outstanding player with that arm. Coming in at number 8, we have our second highest defensive player, Ray Lewis. Now, he's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame, no matter what you guys say. If he murdered somebody or not, because they had a scandal on him about that. But Ray Lewis, 30 interceptions, 38.5 sacks, but the 2 Super Bowl rings for Ray Lewis. You don't want to be thrown his way either. You don't want to be fumbling his way. You don't even want to be in his way. He's just so... all the players feared him. And he hits hard when he plays. And he'll come in at number 8 on this list. Number 7, Terrell Owens. And then he is your second highest ranked receiver. Now, T.O. just put in some work right here. And 153 touchdowns? Man, that's crazy. for what he does, what he does.
Oh, he makes some funny celebrations.
Crazy celebrations. He's got a big mouth. Still no Super Bowl rings. But, I mean, who cares? He is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens comes in at number 7. Another person that's got a big mouth and crazy celebrations. His best friend, Randy Moss. Now, Randy did get in some trouble in college. But he will be in the Hall of Fame. He is an ESPN analyst now. And just Randy Moss, he will try to score every single time he touches the ball. And he was taught that in high school. And he torched the Cowboys who didn't even want him. He torched them with 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards receiving. That is just crazy. Madness. Randy Moss comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is your highest ranked defender. That just retired recently. He's on Good Morning America and on Fox NFL Sunday, Michael Strahan. Strahan. He's unbelievable. He still holds the record for 23.5 sacks in a season. That's most by anybody. Nobody has broken that. And Strahan just 132 sacks in his career, 4 interceptions, 21 forced fumbles, 14 fumble recoveries, 3 touchdowns, and one Super Bowl ring against the Patriots. Came out of retirement to come back. And key to success is uniformly effective versus run and pass. It's just ridiculous. Coming in at number 4. Coming in at 4 is your Hail Mary King at Aaron Rodgers. Now, A-Rod, he's so good. And his pocket presence and out of the pocket, he's one of the best quarterbacks of all time just doing that. Against the Cowboys, he did it. And against everybody else, he just dominated. Coming in at number 4, Aaron Rodgers. Coming in at number 3, you have Brett Favre. 1 Super Bowl ring. That's all I could say about him. He's only got 1. He will be in the Hall of Fame, just like Aaron Rodgers, just like Michael Strahan. I think it won't take Favre long. The Packers retired his number, and just Favre is just incredible. It's just incredible. And just Favre. He does what he does as a quarterback. 509 touchdown passes. Peyton Manning broke that. 69,000 yards passing way over that. And it'll come in at number 3. 2 left. Coming in at number 2 is Peyton Manning. Now, Peyton is unbelievable. And I can't believe he's only number 2. He will be in the Hall of Fame. If they don't let him in first year, I don't know what the heck they're talking about anymore.
If he would have won Super Bowl MVP of
He won Super Bowl 50 MVP of
Super Bowl 42. No, 41.
No.
Right.
Yeah, 41. He's just incredible. He broke everything in 2013, even though they got demolished by the Seahawks in Super Bowl 48. And He will come in at number 2. The moment you've all been waiting for. I mean, you really haven't. But number 1 is Tom Brady. I mean, it's a no-brainer here to pick who's number 1. 5 Super Bowl rings. Not to mention he made a comeback of the ages against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. Unbelievable. Greatest player of all time as of right now. I think he beats Jerry Rice.
Or Joe Montana.
Oh. He's the best quarterback of all time. He's the GOAT as of right now. He is the king of football. Tom Brady was at Michigan, was drafted over 200 picks, went over him. And Bill Belichick picked him up. Drew Bledsoe got injured. Tom Brady filled in, and then he was the starter since. Tom Brady, 5 Super Bowl rings. Some of them weren't easy. He's played in 7. And those 2 losses were against the Giants. In 42 and 46. And he just kept chipping away at it. Tom Brady is number 1. And that concludes the top 100 as of this year. Hopefully we will see some players improve. And we will make this again. So I will see you guys later.